they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ben Banagoo able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side and got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott on 1st down going absolutely nowhere as he'll lose about 3 on the play. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
A loss of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands.
56.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Hey, Charlie! 58, come on!
Mayfield now from the 50. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
But that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're playing up.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Delta!
The 34-yard line.
51, Mike, 51! I don't think you got it! I'm 52. 51, Mike! Mike, 57!
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means...
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack on first down, Mayfield is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Elliott. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Single, 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 single. Watch 17. Watch that.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And a cut to the right and some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Go, go.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Right here, right here. Ready? Alert! Here we go, here we go.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down.
Greedy Williams on the tackle. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of
Watch
one.
the ship.
Brings up second and goal
Watch the ship.
at the 9-yard line.
Watch out. Watch 6-6. Pull it high.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Uchenna Nwosu. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Jamie Gillen now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Jones on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Escaping the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 15-yard line. They go to Elliott again. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that's Elliott, complete. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Allen. And this is caught at the 8. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Elliott, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
That's it, baby.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it's going to